Welcome, everybody, to Witchcraft TV. I'm the Lone Wolf Guy, that www.witchcrafttv.online guy again, and I want to tell you about the station tomorrow on our platform, and it is December 2nd, 2025, Uncle Birch at midnight, where he talks about the winter solstice. Now, Uncle Birch is a really good teacher of the craft. This individual teacher lives there in NOLA, New Orleans, and he's been teaching the craft, I think, for like 40 plus years. And originally coming from LA, from California, and then relocating in the New Orleans area. But if you're looking for a good teacher without the fuzz and fluffy bunny stuff, this is a great teacher. You can check him out right here on Witchcraft TV tomorrow. Actually, tonight at midnight, right here on the station. After that, we have a commercial about the Green Egg Magazine, which is a commercial, but it's also an educational excerpt for about 2 minutes, where it talks all about the Green Egg Magazine, founded by Oberon Zell, America's Wizard, and it's very informative, to say the least. After that, we have Witchcraft TV Disclaimer. And then we have the movie at 1 o'clock is Unresolved, a full movie. It's a 2024 movie. I always try to play the best movies out there that I can get away with putting on the station, in compliance with FCC regulations and etc. And honestly, the software doesn't let me do so without it. After that, Addams Family, about 4 o'clock. Nostalgic. Man, I love me some Addams Family. It's just good content if you're up at the wee hours of the night. Let's see, at 6 o'clock is the Oberon Zell hour, and he is with an interview, and he also talks about living the Wiccan life, another interview, and a historic interview at about 6:45 a.m. if you're up, with him in Morning Glory. 7 o'clock is the Witchy Kids Network. 7 to 11 is all Witchy Kids Network, and we're going to be playing Fern Gully, if you remember Fern Gully, and then we're going to be playing Shrek 5, and then some cartoons with some trolls. And then to top it off with a little nostalgic cartoon called He-Man. And that is a cartoon that spawns from the 80s, which is really, really cool. 11 o'clock is Denton's Tales, talking about the Vikings and a new look at hell, the origins of hell, or everything that Christians really talk about hell really comes from a much older time period. And Denton goes into detail talking about, well, who hell is. About 1:30 is The Queen of the Witches, which is a documentary. It's old school. Matter of fact, it's so old school, it's in black and white. You can check that out tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Right before 2 p.m. is Jane Goodall, and we commend her and her service to humanity, and we're playing a lot more content from Jane Goodall. Extraordinary human being, for sure. Let's see, Fun Festival Show, 4 p.m. With a Hex Fest presenter. You don't want to miss that. And that was with A.C. Fisher Aldag, is the host of that show. 5 o'clock is Selena, Lady Selena, that dark priestess, where she goes into the 5 o'clock news right here on Witchcraft TV. And matter of fact, every night at 5 o'clock, you'll be hearing a lot more from Selena, as she's going to be the #1 anchor of Witchcraft TV. She works hard, and she's always putting out content covering stories exclusively from the Wild Hunt and beyond, and also exclusively from Witchcraft TV, and more from our left-hand pathers. Let's see, then after that we have a Wolf Full Moon Ritual with Reverend Alexander Cabot. Yeah, Alexander Cabot was the priest that recently got married last spring equinox. And Witchcraft TV covered that hand fasting live from Stonehenge. And I'm pretty sure that no one's ever done that in the field of online television. So yeah, support Alexander Cabot around 7 o'clock right here on Witchcraft TV. 7 o'clock is Oculus Alchemy, and they're coming all the way from Manhattan. And Oculus Alchemy is an arrangement of interviews with pagan authors, pagan leaders, and they have a really good production, and they are on terrestrial television out there in New York City and Manhattan. So don't miss it at 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock movie, When Good Ghouls Go Bad. And then and then later on we have the witchcrafty disclaimers that come up. And then we have 10 o'clock, Dark Sorcery, coming all the way from the West Coast. And that particular show has been with Witchcraft TV for a very, very long time. Used to play on Saturdays at 10. I got good news. It's now every night at 10. And that's how the scheduling is going to go, I think, for the time being, is Monday through Sunday will be the same type of scheduling. And we'll be working on that. And there's also, because of that Witchy Kids Network, we're going to be playing Witchy Kids Network from 7 to 11 for the kiddos. But I'm going to try to make a lot more content for them exclusively. And that what that's going to do is going to open up a new channel. And that channel is uncertain at this time. But we're going to implement something new. Always something new, always new innovation on Witchcraft TV. So get connected. At 11 o'clock p.m., The Lone Wolf Show with a pagan that did his time in the military. And we salute you for all pagan military personnel. There's only a handful of people in the military that I've met personally. And one of them is an archpriestess of Wicca by the name of Belladonna Laveau. And she too is a pagan veteran. So yeah, check us out. 11 p.m. with Eric Cook, pagan veteran. Followed by another documentary, quick documentary, about 5 minutes long, about the Green Egg Magazine. So yeah, make sure you keep it right here where we have Pagan Music TV. We have Witchcraft TV and the Witchy Kids Network, and also an online magazine and blog called the Witchcraft Herald. There's also a brand new show on Witchcraft TV. It's called Witch Way Holland, where it's a reality TV show where a lot of times, historically, I did a lot of interviews with pagan leaders, pagan musicians, but the reality show of Witch Way Holland is actually the life and times of what it's really like to travel around the United States in the semi-truck with a fellow priestess of the craft. And we've had our first episode out, and we're going to have a time bracket for that, but I want to get a couple more shows behind us before we do that. And also, if you've noticed, Covendom doesn't have a time bracket either, but we're still working out some kinks because we're trying to bring in 2026 with a smash. We're 2 years in, so keep it right here on Witchcraft TV. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Blessings, blessed are the sought, and blessed are the seekers.